As you slid from the pages of history and landed on the earth to rescue humanity, you would become the leader of Christianity, and yet you were born into a world with such insanity. Can I ask you a question before we even start? Was it a hard decision? Did it tear you apart? You left the glory of heaven and your Father's side. You were destined to come and rescue your bride. You came as a baby wrapped in human flesh. You wanted to restore and our souls refresh. But did you play like a regular child, or did you know that one day you would be reviled? When you fell down and you scraped your knee, did you heal it straight away, or wasn't it the right time for the world to see? When you played with your brother in the mire and the dirt, did you know it would be your death and resurrection that would make him a convert? Did you look at your mother and feel her pain? Did you picture at the cross seeing you slain? Or were you just a regular child, laughing and playing and listening to what your mum was saying? When your ministry finally began and you unleashed on the world your carefully constructed plan, did they see you as God or just as any other man? When you walked on the water and told Peter to come, did you whisper to him what he would eventually become? When the 5,000 gathered and they sat at your feet, did you feel pressured to give them something to eat? When you went up on the mountainside, did you talk to God about how you would be denied? When you stood before the governor of Rome, did you have your eyes set on your heavenly home? When they whipped you and stripped you bare, surely you must have felt that life was so unfair. As you hung on the tree, was your spirit yearning to be free, or did you look forward in time and lovingly see me? Because if our eyes had met, I would have stretched out my hand through history and wiped away your sweat. I would have begged you not to go away. I wouldn't have understood what you were trying to say. I would have cried and held on to you tight. I would have clung to you with all my might. When you arrived back in heaven and saw your Father's face, were you glad you had finished that part of your race? Did you celebrate the restoration of humanity? Did you choose to forget the awful brutality? And now as you sit on your heavenly throne, patiently waiting to bring us home, is there anything you would like to ask me before I come home to my destiny?